gentlemen, please find your seats and remain standing for the entrance of the family members in attendance today. Please be seated. Good morning. On behalf of the presiding official, Colonel Jesse W. Lamerin, Commander, 2nd Operations Group, welcome to the 96th Bomb Squadron Change of Command Ceremony. I am Captain Tara DeGeorge from the 96th Bomb Squadron, and I will be your narrator for today's ceremony. First, some comments on military protocol and ceremony etiquette. For those in attendance, you will be given cues on when to stand and be seated. During singing of the national anthem, military members should stand at the position of attention and not render a salute. We invite our civilian guests to join us by standing and placing your right hand over your heart. Additionally, all military personnel should stand at the position of attention during the presentation of the Meritorious Service Medal and the Change of Command ceremony. Finally, we request all electronic devices be turned off for the duration of today's ceremony. Thank you. During today's ceremony, Lieutenant Colonel Vanessa Wilcox will relinquish command of the 96th Bomb Squadron to Lieutenant Colonel Matthew Doherty. We are honored to have many special guests in attendance. Please hold your applause until all guests are introduced. Commander, 2nd Bomb Wing, Colonel Michael McGinnis, and his spouse, Miss Amy McGinnis. Representing the Command Chief, 2nd Bomb Wing, Chief Master Sergeant Jesse Galvis. Representing the Senior Enlisted Leader, 2nd Operations Group, Senior Master Sergeant Megan Morehouse. Commander, 2nd Maintenance Group, Colonel Bernabe Whitfield. Senior Enlisted Leader, 2nd Maintenance Group, Chief Master Sergeant Thomas Podgorski. Commander, 2nd Mission Support Group, Colonel Kevin James. Senior Enlisted Leader, 2nd Mission Support Group, Chief Master Sergeant Demetrius Booth. Commander, 2nd Medical Group, Colonel Janet Blanchard. Representing the Senior Enlisted Leader, 2nd Medical Group, Master Sergeant Adulta Lewis. Commander, 307th Operations Group, Colonel Michael Pontius. And Honorary Commander, 96th Bomb Squadron, Miss Jessica Hemingway. We welcome Lieutenant Colonel Wilcox's family, her spouse, Mr. Wes Nichols, daughters, Addison and Amber, and her mother, Miss Kathy Bush. We extend a warm welcome to Lieutenant Colonel Doherty's family, his wife, Miss Karis Doherty, son, Ian Doherty, father, Colonel Stan Doherty, United States Air Force retired, mother, Mrs. Debbie Doherty, sister, Miss Carrie Doherty, father-in-law, Dr. Bruce McAllister, mother-in-law, Mrs. Ellen McAllister, close friends, Colonel John Almond, United States Air Force retired, and his spouse, Mrs. Marilyn Almond, Colonel Kevin Melton, United States Air Force retired, and his spouse, Mrs. Kim Melton, and Lieutenant Colonel Stephen Pence, United States Air Force retired, and his spouse, Mrs. Sherry Pence. Finally, we welcome all commanders, directors, squadron commanders, chiefs, spouses, friends, members of Stryker Nation, Team Barksdale, community partners, and everyone joining us on social media. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the entrance of the official party and remain standing for the presentation of the colors, the singing of the national anthem by Captain Alexis Andrews, and the invocation.
Present the colors. Reset. Arms.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Forward. Arms. Colors. Collar stern. Hearts.
Thank you, Captain Andrews, for that beautiful rendition of the national anthem. Major Nathan Flack of the 2nd Communications Squadron will now deliver the invocation.
It's my honor this morning to ask God for his favor in the ceremony and for those gathered here. I invite you to pray with me. Our Father in heaven, I thank you for your steadfast love and faithfulness. Thank you for your new mercies that meet us this morning wherever we are and draw us deeper into your goodness and grace. I pray that you would give us all eyes to see your kindness and sustaining power in the world around us. Thank you for Jesus and the hope that is available to all through faith in him. Thank you for his perfect life and his sacrificial death that paid the debt we owed because of our sin, absorbed your wrath, and made a way so that we might be made right with you. It is only by your sustaining grace that we come here today to honor these leaders, to take time to recognize the accomplishments of this exceptional and historic unit, and to look ahead to the future. Thank you for the dedication and service of Colonel Wilcox in her Air Force career, and especially in the past 2 years as a commander. Would you show her and her family your grace during this transition to Omaha and continue to give her opportunities to serve? Give her time for joyful reflection of her time in the squadron and time to connect with family and friends following this busy season of command. I thank you for Colonel Dougherty and Karis and baby Ian for creating their family and holding them together. Please care for them and keep them during this demanding time. Pray especially for Karis that you would grant to her patience and comfort when Matt's new responsibilities pull him in so many directions. Would you strengthen their marriage and grow it through this season? Would you also make them wise and loving parents to Ian? Give Matt humility and wisdom as he takes command today. Lead him to abide in you day by day, for apart from you, he can do nothing. Give him humility to continually serve those around him and do what is right. I ask that you would also fill Matt with wisdom. Give him great discernment and understanding to lead his unit in this time of great consequence and uncertainty. Would you help him to know how to encourage his new team and to sustain those who may be weary? Would his activity and decisions bring about the flourishing of the 96th and the accomplishment of their vital mission? Through everything, would he rely on you and walk in your ways? I want to thank you for all of the friends and family and support that's here for both these leaders and the men and women of the 96th. Finally, I thank you for the effort and excellence of the men and women of the 96th Bomb Squadron. Only in a prayer for the 96th can I pray for the success and your blessing on the Red Devils. I pray that you would grant them perseverance, courage, and faithfulness in the years ahead. In all things, would you, God, be praised through Jesus Christ. To him be glory and power forever and ever. Amen.
Thank you, Major Flack, for those inspiring words. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. It is my honor to introduce the Commander, 2nd Operations Group, Colonel Jesse W. Lameran.
All right, good morning, everybody. Woo, it's a beautiful day in Barksdale, huh? All right, I want to start this off, first of all, by thanking the incredible 2nd Bomb Wing Protocol team we have here, Miss Janice Jones, Esther, and the rest of your team. Where are you? She's probably behind the scenes. She has had a combined federal service time of I think, 44 years, which is incredible. The only thing older than her is the 96th Bomb Squadron. First the bomb, that's right. Okay, so why are we here? We are here today to gather and bid farewell to one commander and welcome a new commander as we uphold the tradition of high standards and excellence that took shape since the start of bomber operations during World War I and continued to deterrence operations today. And because of the 96th Bomb Squadron, I've got to wear glasses now to see the rest of my speech, so I'm going to put this on and make sure I get this right, because that's what you guys deserve. All right, so how about a round of applause for that incredible rendition of the national anthem? Also to the chaplain and the honor guard for opening this ceremony with some class. Well done, guys. Okay, a special thanks goes to Colonel McGinnis and his wife, Amy. Thanks for your leadership and your presence here. To all group commanders, squadron commanders, chiefs, community leaders, and mission partners for being here. Thank you for helping us lead this wing to victory. But really, the most important people in this room are the families that have supported Lana and Biff as they grew up and helped shape them into the leaders we see today. To Lana's family, her mom Kathy, her husband Wes, her children Addie and Amber, thank you so much for your support. I know the past few years have been an absolute blur, and I am personally grateful that you supported Lana as she led the 96th Bomb Squadron. But also to Biff's family, a heartfelt welcome to his wife Karis, his son Ian, who's in a sweet flight suit. Where's he hiding? He's back there. You guys gotta check this kid out. He's pretty cool. And his retired Colonel, Father Stan, the man, Doherty. Thank you, sir. Best NAV in Strategic Air Command Bomb Comp Competition, 1985 and 86. So it's absolutely incredible for 2 years in a row. To Deb, it was an absolute pleasure meeting you. Carrie, Ellen, Bruce, and Woody. He's an IG at AMC, so just be careful. Yes. We actually stand in the shadow of giants. Our freedoms were secured because of your sacrifices as parents, and our future is also secured because of your sacrifice as parents, as we've seen in Lana and Biff, so thank you very much. So, as we reflect on the significance of this change of command ceremony, I am reminded actually what makes command unique. No other profession has been entrusted here with the most powerful weapons on earth and the means to employ them, which is why no other profession holds its members to the standards that we hold ourselves to. So command has many facets that make it unique: leadership, character, courage, teamwork, discipline, and compassion. But I want to focus on 4 traits that Lana and Biff exemplify: courage and competence, character and compassion. First, when some people, especially us commanders, think about command, they may picture in their minds that famous painting of Napoleon, crossing the Alps on his upright horse, cape afloat in the wind, leading his army through the pass for the glory of France. Or some may picture General Patton, or at least George C. Scott portraying him, standing in front of a massive American flag, which is actually hidden behind this drape, pontificating and demanding his men defeat the enemy by working and fighting as a team. However, others may see Amelia Earhart, or Harriet Tubman, inspiring and leading thousands while they were alone and unafraid in darkness. As commanders, I'm sure we'd like to think of ourselves in those ways, but we know that courage and competence leading in battle is a small part of command, maybe even the easy part. A second, more important and more nuanced command facet is the art of combining leadership, character, and compassion to craft an environment in which airmen can thrive, bringing diverse people and personalities together as a team under a shared vision and mission, providing an approach to mission accomplishment and being an example of the character needed for your teams to fly, fight, and win. It's the day-to-day interactions with people in shops in and out of the squadron, what to do when things get tough, and not to rest on your laurels when things get easy. Leadership through everyday presence and action. So over the past 2 years, Lana has excelled at all those facets. I've seen her lead from the front since you were a young lieutenant. You stood out then as you do now. In the spirit of Napoleon and from Patton at very high decibel levels as your squadron would attain to. But I've also seen you lead directly from the cockpit and in the trenches, the Marianas trenches to be specific, many times, which was fed by her no-nonsense approach to doing the right thing and bringing everyone along with her. Leaders lead because they go first, and that was you. You led the 96th through multiple integrated deterrence, long-range strike bomber task force missions. You led the first B-52 to land in Korea in over 30 years. You've led several CONUS-to-CONUS flights, often in excess of 30 hours each with you on that jet. Your personal presence on the flight line during nuclear operational readiness exercises was instrumental to the wing having the best trained and ready nuclear warriors on the planet. You fought for your team to have all the tools, resources, and accommodations they needed, no matter where they were on the planet, to get the job done. And you established a deterrent effect against our adversaries across European Command, Indo-Pacific Command, Central Command, and Strategic Command, and you scared the hell out of us many times here. But I've also seen the results of your day-to-day leadership, character, and compassion here in the way the 96th Bomb Squadron works together as a family. When one of them is hurt or in need, and other folks are hurt and need, they rally up, they provide meals, they're up at 3 in the morning, feeding other entities on this base. You care, they care, it's a team apex, no doubt. Well done. Lana's cultivated a climate of sustained superior performance and teamwork and innovation within the 96th Bomb Squadron, and these traits will absolutely help her in her next assignment as Executive Officer to the STRATCOM Deputy Commander. I actually would never want that job. Yeah, but your actions and experience as a commander will be instrumental to bridging the gap between his strategic intent and our tactical actions here at Barksdale. So please help him, teach him compassion when he's sending us to war. Yeah, no more nothing from STRATCOM, just block him. Okay, so now as we bid farewell to Lana, we welcome Lieutenant Colonel Matt Biff Doherty as the new commander of the 96th Bomb Squadron. So Biff was born into an Air Force life, but fortunately, he had a great navigator as a father. But I'm sure his mom was piloting that ship most of the time. You know? He comes to us from the 20th Bomb Squadron, aka the Buccaneers. Yeah, where he directed operations and helped navigate that pirate ship to great success. His time there was the perfect top-off in preparation for command. His record is full of accolades and achievements that have set him apart from his peers. First and foremost, you married Karis, so you got that right. Yes. MQ-1 pilot, wing exec, NC-2 crew commander, School of Advanced Air and Space Studies graduate. It's giving you a special perspective on strategy and leadership. Biff, I trust you to put those skills to good use, okay? We need to. I am confident that you will continue to build on Lana's successes and lead the Red Devils to even greater heights. So in the past few years, we've seen a reckless Russian leader take his chances his military checkbook cannot cash, and Chinese authoritarian rule bent on destabilizing and replacing an international system that has prevented World War III for 79 years. Furthermore, we have a seasoned aircraft fleet with limited resources, all coupled with increased demands for B-52s and skilled aviators, not only from combat commanders, but from the test community and from long overdue upgrades that will increase your aircraft availability. Despite those challenges, Biff, I trust you are the right person for this job. You will find that producing combat mission-ready airmen and building a winning team is the primary objective for the Red Devils. But understand you will be sending an airmen in harm's way, but your focus should be to take care of them, because they are owed nothing less, okay? I have confidence you will lead them courageously and competently with the strength of character and compassion that they deserve, and you will prepare them to meet our adversaries and win. Good luck.
Thank you, Colonel Lamoran. Lieutenant Colonel Wilcox, please join Colonel Lamoran at center stage. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the presentation of the Meritorious Service Medal to Lieutenant Colonel Vanessa C. Wilcox.
Publish the order.
Attention to orders. Lieutenant Colonel Vanessa C. Wilcox distinguished herself in the performance of outstanding service to the United States as Commander, 96 Bomb Squadron, Barksdale Air Force Base, Louisiana, from 21 April 2022 to 17 May 2024. During this period, she led 3 Bomber Task Force missions to strengthen national security, demonstrate strategic deterrence, and ensure international freedom of navigation. Colonel Wilcox led her squadron through 11 nuclear exercises and inspections, affirming nuclear expertise on behalf of the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Additionally, Colonel Wilcox led and benchmarked an innovative mission lead syllabus, establishing community-wide training standards and ensuring readiness to fight tonight. Furthermore, she authorized and implemented Red Devil Thunder, the Wing's first ever squadron-level nuclear generation, significantly increasing nuclear expertise and experience. Finally, Colonel Wilcox commanded the first ever trilateral exercise with the Republic of Korea and Japan, becoming the first squadron to land a B-52 on the Korean Peninsula in 30 years and garnering worldwide coverage by over 419 media outlets. The singularly distinctive accomplishments of Lieutenant Colonel Wilcox reflect great credit upon herself and the United States Air Force. Signed, Colonel Michael D. McGinnis, Commander, 2nd Bomb Wing.